Fiddleface channel, checking in. And today we are going to be celebrating my 7,000 YouTube subscribers, and we're going to do it live. Hopefully those of you who are in the chat can let me know how my audio sounds so I can take this off. Once I know that the audio sounds good, we can do it live without these stupid headphones. Now, for those of you showing up to this live stream late, you're late to the party, you're late to the show, not to worry. In the description of this video and in the top comment, I am going to be putting timestamps. That's right, timestamps, so you know where to skip ahead to, because today we're going to do 3 things in celebrating our 7,000 YouTube subscribers. We are going to do a July opening of 0 pack. We're going to do a taste test of one of the energy drinks in here. We're going to do a question and answer, and then we're going to talk about what's left of the summer. All right, LMZ Fitness is in the chat. Can you hear me? Is the audio good? Is it too loud? Is it too low? Let me know, pal. Hoping I can take these things off over here. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel and are interested in what this channel is all about, for the longest time, this has just been a dad channel dedicated to my life as a parent of 2. And all I talk about is the stuff that essentially matters to me: health, fitness, and crazy, hectic dad life. And I just got the thumbs up that the audio is good. So we're taking this off. So if you've never been to the channel, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It does help. Oftentimes with regards to my videos, I will cover home gym stuff, fitness stuff, supplements, and then dad life, like trips to the beach, different types of gadgets and stuff that I use for myself and for my family, and a whole potpourri of stuff. I typically release 3 to 5 videos a week, and I try to focus on quality of the video and the content, keeping the videos kind of between 5 minutes and 12 minutes to kind of keep them tight, keep them nice and locked in. This live stream is probably going to run 45 minutes, and I've got a bunch of questions, and I've got a 0 pack here, and we're going to pop it open. So for all of you watching on the Insta and all of you on the YouTubes, thank you so much for showing up. As far as 7,000 subscribers, I'm going to be honest with you, it is unbelievable. For the longest time when I started this channel, it was a complete S show, and I didn't know what I was doing. I made every mistake you possibly could. If you go back to my original videos and you actually try to listen to it in stereo, you'll notice that one of your ears has no volume, because I didn't know how to edit. And the way that I was editing was only putting volume through one channel. It was an absolute mess, and I keep those videos up as a way to basically show myself how far I've gotten. And honestly, I even remember when I was begging friends and family to join the channel. For the first year, I couldn't even get 300 subscribers. One of my friends was finally decided to be a subscriber because he was going to be number 300. That's how slow the subscription rate was, that no one joined. And he literally waited until 300 so that he knew he was the 300th subscriber. And here we are at 7,000, and we are heading to the moon like AMC. So in the chat, we've got William Smallwood. Thank you for joining. You're a big fan of the channel, and I'm a big fan of your supplements. And the Power Rush pre-workout is one of my favorites, especially for those afternoon pick-me-ups. We've got LMZ Fitness, Dakota Simon, Simply Fit, and a whole bunch of others. All of you in the Instagram chat, thank you so much for joining. So let's get into quickly the 0 pack review. We're going to do a quick review and then a tasting, because I am looking for a bit more energy. We got a lot of stuff planned. So if you're not familiar with 0 pack, the website is zeropack.com. Essentially, it is a subscription service. You pay a fee and you get a 0 pack sent to you every month. And what's in here is energy drinks and then a few protein bars and stuff that they mix in. And I will say, the longer you pay for the subscription, the cheaper the price point is. Typically what happens, you overpay a little bit for the convenience of having a whole bunch of random energy drinks sent to you. But the good thing is you're not paying for a whole case. Oftentimes, to get the best price for your energy drinks, you're going to buy it by the case. And if you get one of those bad flavors, you are going to be hating yourself for getting a whole case of it. So this is the July release. We're going to pop the top and show you what is it all about. Wow, they do a pretty good job packaging. So you can see 4, and I've got a hidden one on ice. So off the top, We've got a Quest protein bar. I actually am a fan of the Quest protein bars. They tend to have very good flavor. And we have Outright protein bar. These things are fairly expensive, but they do taste good. The claim to fame on the Outright protein bar is that it is made from, real whole food. And that's what a lot of the better protein bars are, whole food. We've got energy drinks. We've got C4 Smart Energy, and I'm a big fan. I've actually reviewed this in the past. A really nice energy drink, pick me up. They do a really good job packaging these things. We've got the Gaining Ground in here. Thank you so much for joining. We've got Adrenaline Shock Smart Energy. And you head to the beach, LMZ Fitness. All right, go get that summer tan on. Get those beach photos for your Instagram. We've got Bucked Up Energy Drink. That is a nice one. I think I've reviewed one of these in the past. This is Rocket Pop. And if you couldn't tell, obviously the camera, I got a better camera, but it's a tighter camera. It is the July edition, right? 4th of July, America's birthday, baby, 1776. So the theme, and every month they do tend to have a theme. The theme is, of course, America's birthday. Freedom, God, guts, guns, and guts. And we've got Bang, Purple Kittles edition. Yeah, Gluck's Jim says that LMZ is always shirtless. Yeah, I don't think he actually owns any shirts. And all of his social media, YouTube, he's shirtless. It's ridiculous. But I guess if I had arms like that, if I had the cannons like that, I probably wouldn't have sleeves either. And we've got one special one on ice, okay? So obviously you want to drink your energy drinks cold. You normally get 5. We got 5 today, and I put the 5th one here on ice. The one we're going to be taste testing is Raze Energy Zero Sugar. And that's one of the nice things about Zero Pack is that all of these energy drinks are zero sugar. And let's go. We've got Raze. I reviewed Raze in the past, and I actually really tend to like these. You can pick these up for $1. The problem is they're not in too many locations, at least up here in Massachusetts. So you do have to go online and buy them by the case. I'm a big fan of theirs. Let's go over the ingredients. We've got alpha GPC. We've got choline bitterate, BCAAs, L-carnitine L-tartrate. We've got caffeine. That's why we get our energy drinks, right? For caffeine. And then, of course, we've got hydration, stamina, all these things. Like most energy drinks, they don't actually list the value of the ingredients. I forgot how much caffeine they put in here. I think it's 300 milligrams of caffeine, but I know it's over 100. Let me see if I can't find it on here. I'm sure if I looked closely. Drop any questions you have. After we do this taste test, we are going to hit up the questions section of today's video. But yeah, if you know how much caffeine are in Raze, drop it in the comments below. Let's go. Let's pop the top. And cheers to America's birthday. Raze Energy Apollo flavor. All right, unfortunately, not that good. Doesn't taste like America, let me tell you. It is a limited edition flavor. It does taste like a pop, like those Rocket Pops you tend to get at the grocery store, or if you're a fan like me, you chase down the ice cream truck when you were a kid, the red, white, and blue Rocket Pops. It's kind of like a bastardized flavor of that. It just doesn't have a lot of strength. Oftentimes with these energy drinks, they're so strong, you got to pour them over ice because they're like so strong. This one's actually downright weak, and I know Raze has done better in the past, and I've liked Raze better in the past, but what are you going to do? Rocket Pop, sometimes it pops, and sometimes it fizzles out. And frankly, Raze did not do America justice. I will say their other flavors are much better. Let's get into the questions. If you have questions, I want you to just drop them down below. We're going to do questions. We're going to talk about what's left for the rest of the summer, and we're going to go from there. We had some write-ins on my Instagram account. If you're not following me on the Insta, on the Facebook, on the Twitter, all that good stuff, it's all at NoFate247. That's right. We keep it all the same for branding purposes. Let's go. We've got a question here from the Gaining Ground. How short are your shorts? Now, if you guys have been subscribed to the YouTube channel and watched the videos, you know that when I go to the beach, I got those short shorts. And then I take it a step further. When I work out in my home gym in the basement on leg day, I go short shorts. Why? Two reasons. Number one, on leg day, I like to have short shorts because it gives me better mobility when I am squatting, when I am lunging. And if you're not familiar with that old statement, squat till you're hot, it is an absolute fact. You should be squatting during your workouts unless you want to stay fat forever. But squatting is the best way. And to get that mobility, you want to get those shorts right up there. And when I go to the beach, I do like to rock the Magnum PI shorts. But I think shorts need to be short. I think we kind of pulled away from that beautiful, that wonderful Magnum PI short vibe. And now we've got shorts that are like past the knee. They're almost capris. So I do rock the short shorts. And if you had legs like mine, you'd probably rock the short shorts too. Okay, we've got another question from Finish Push. How much can you bench? And it's funny because, when you're a young guy, that's one of the things that you always ask your buddies, hey man, what's your max bench, bro? And as you get older, you realize that it's not as important. But even though I do some fitness videos, I get a lot of like younger subscribers asking me like, hey, what do you squat? What do you deadlift? What do you bench? And so two things I want to say. Number one, I can't do much weight of anything. So the last time I attempted to PR, get a personal record on the bench was like 225, and I failed miserably. I had to have the spotter like yank the weight off of me. So my max bench is somewhere below, probably far below 225 pounds. And what's funny though, number two, when people think of like, those numbers like bench, squat, deadlift, those really only matter if you are going to be competing in a powerlifting competition where you are actually going to be doing those three exercises. Otherwise, it's just a number on the wall, and people associate a big bench with looking good or having like a big chest and stuff like that. That's not very rarely ever true. Oftentimes you can have a massive bench press and still look like a complete slob. And conversely, you can have no bench at all. You could be benching what I'm benching, which is not much weight, and still look good, be aesthetically fit, and feel good, functional. As far as my fitness regime, what I'd like to do as I'm getting older, I like to just look as good as I can. I mean, it's Father Time is coming after all of us. I like to look as good as I can, but try to be functionally good so that when I wake up in the morning, I feel good, I feel loose, I feel like I can move around, chase after my kids as much as possible, which is harder and harder these days, but that's what I like to do. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. And I got one more question. LMZ Fitness responded on my Instagram. He wanted to know what my plans are for the rest of the summer. Okay, and that's actually an appropriate question because we think of the summertime and in our heads, we think we've got so much time to kind of squeeze all those things in for the summer that we want to do. But if you look at the calendar, from June, the beginning of June to the end of August, you've got 12 weeks, 12 weekends. And if you maybe can squeeze in on a good year, you can squeeze in one, maybe two good weekends in September, at least up here in Massachusetts. I know down south, it's completely different, but up here in Massachusetts, you're looking at 12 weeks, 12 weekends, and then maybe two extra, like they call them like an Indian summer when the temperature goes higher in September. So I'll tell you, we're halfway through. If you look at the calendar, we are halfway through the summer, and I don't even know where it went. We've already done, at least as my family, we've done some vacations. We did a day trip to Portland, Maine. We did 2 beach days already, and we have done a lot of strawberry picking. I think today we're going to do blueberry picking, just to kind of show the kids, have a fun activity for the kids, show them where their food comes from, and teach them a little bit of life lesson about, actually having to like work for your food and how important it is to stay in school so that you don't have to pick fruit for the rest of your life unless that's something you feel like is your absolute calling. As far as the rest of my summer goes, I've got a ton planned. At least I'm trying to get cramming in way more stuff than I possibly can hope to fit in. I'm hoping to get to the beach at least 4 more times. I don't live near the beach. I'm like an hour's drive away. But when we go to the beach, the kids have a fun time. But I have noticed if we go to the beach too frequently, the kids take it for granted. So we want to go to the beach probably 4 more times for the rest of the summer, space it out every 2 weeks. We do have the kids in swim classes because they got to learn to swim, and we don't have any pools or access to any pools to teach them ourselves. So we're going to be taking them to swim classes. We also plan to take them back to the Museum of Science. If you've been a subscriber, you know I absolutely love the Museum of Science. I was a fan before I even met my wife, and we went there often when we were dating, when we were engaged, when we were married, and now as with kids, we take the kids there as well. We want to take them back to the aquarium now that things are doing a little bit better with the vid. We love the New England Aquarium, but of course the design of the aquarium isn't as open as, say, the Museum of Science. We'll probably try to find a zoo day. The Stoneham Zoo, the Stone Zoo, which is near us, is a horrible zoo. And I'm not even a fan of zoos. However, if you want to expose your children to animals and stuff in nature, that's really one of the only ways to do it. Even though I hate going to the zoo, we bring the kids to the zoo. We pop in, pop out, just to kind of give them exposure to different types of animals and birds and reptiles and all that good stuff. We want to do a few cookouts, maybe get to see some more of the relatives. And we probably have a whole bunch of other day trips kind of squeezed in. Obviously, I don't have like a big week blocked out for taking a week off of work and going on stuff with the kids. But we have found, at least for us, we tend to get more bang for our buck in terms of using our vacation to get the most amount of time out of it by doing like day trips. Take a day off during the week when stuff won't be as packed and take them there. We are going to be hoping to take the kids to Kimball Farm. If you're from New England, you know what that is. If you're not, it is a dairy farm that used to sell ice cream. And the ice cream became so popular, they literally just got rid of all the cows, took the land, and made it into like a fun-filled area for like mini golf, driving range. They've got a zip line, which we want to get the kids on. They've got great, amazing ice cream. They also have bumper cars, and they've got water bumper cars. It's literally what it sounds like, bumper cars in the water. So we're hoping to take them there one day at least, and we're going to try to squeeze in as much as you can. Summertime around here is so short. And then you factor in all the rain we've been getting, and time just flies. Any other questions we got in the comments? I know Peter over there down in Jersey, he's been making some of the signs that I have down in my basement. Huge thank you for being a subscriber for so long. So many of you have been subscribers for so long, and trust me, it does not go unappreciated. I know that there's so much content out there that you could be watching that just drags on, and we try to keep stuff short, quick, to the point, kid it and quit it when it comes to some of these videos. All right, Simply Fit, thank you for joining in. And we might keep this short. I think I might keep this short. I got the rest of this energy drink, and we've got this outright bar to go into. We're at 17 minutes. If you got a question, drop it in. Yeah, Sups on Deck agrees with me regarding max bench press. Max bench press is not important when it comes to fitness, unless you're going to be in a powerlifting competition, or if you're an NFL prospect, then maybe you want to know how much you can bench press, like 2 plates, how many times in a row for the combine. Anthony, yeah, no claws this time. So Anthony's one of my longer subscribers. The 6,000 subscriber live stream involved White Claws, because when you're drinking claws, there's no laws. So, yeah, there's no claws this time. I had a pretty nasty hangover. I don't know if it's just because I don't drink that often, or because, frankly, I was lied to. One of the guys that told me to do the White Claws said that there was no hangover. That was a lie. Okay, outright chocolate chip peanut butter, and boom. That's what these outright bars look like. They almost all look like this. And here we go. Wholesome protein, goodness, fresh, soft, nut butter base, no sugar alcohols. Ingredients: 13 grams of fat, 16 grams of protein, and 25 grams of carbohydrates, but we do get 3 grams of fiber, 16 grams of sugar. So these outright bars used to be like super healthy, but they do a good job of making them taste really, really good. And unfortunately, they've kind of shifted a little bit so that they still taste really good, but they're not as healthy as they used to be. I will say that when you get whole food protein bars, which is really the way to go, the macros tend not to be as good. But overall, the outright bars for taste have been pretty good. Let's dive into this one. Yeah, you get that peanut butter, you get the oats, you get some of the chocolate. It's good. if you're looking for something on the go, these outrights will do a great job, especially if you don't want the processed stuff. We really need to stay far away from the process as we can. And I know that's hypocritical because I'm drinking an energy drink. So we got a question from Anthony. You're thinking about buying a power rack? Yeah, I got mine from Rep Fitness. I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of great places to get power racks. If you're on a budget, Rep Fitness, probably not the place to go to. I will say overall, they're like middle of the road for price. They tend to offer much better value for the price that they charge, but they're going to be a bit higher on price. If you want to email me, any questions you might have, nofake247@gmail.com. I'll answer them. I've got a ton of power rack videos coming out, but for those of you who aren't familiar, the editing process takes me forever. So you make a video and then I got to edit it, and the time to edit it is a lot more than the time to actually shoot it. So anyone that's making videos on their phone and just uploading them with no editing or very limited editing, props to you. You're probably doing it right. Any other questions, drop them in the comments below. But yeah, my power rack I got from Rep Fitness. I got a PR4000, and I have been an absolute fan of just how they've been as a company with their customer service. The prices are fair for what they're delivering, and the product is great, especially the customization with regards to their attachments and their colors. Any other questions, drop them in the comments below. What's my favorite piece of gym equipment from Rep Fitness? I'm going to be honest with you, they're dumbbells. And they've got a ton of awesome equipment. The one thing that stands out is their dumbbells, because no other place has rubber hex dumbbells with a full knurling. Every other place has what they call ergonomic handles. The ergonomic handles is a BS way of saying they're cheaper handles that feel slippery in your hand. The ergonomic handles are not, you don't feel good. You can use them. They definitely get the job done. Absolutely. But they feel slippery. They don't feel very good. And it's just a cheap way to manufacture them. Rep Fitness, they've got the hex end caps, but the handle is fully knurled. Only way you can get fully knurled on dumbbells typically is by going with urethane dumbbells, and that drives the price up almost 2 or 3-fold per pound, and that is brutal. So far, the Rep Fitness knurled handles on their dumbbells has been the biggest differentiator, because I think it's the biggest standout from what I've got. We're going to end today's video. We're coming up on 22 minutes. Now, I know some people like their live streams to be like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Ain't nobody got time for that. We got stuff to do. So before I sign off, if you've got any other questions, you better drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I really got to thank all of you. For those of you guys who've been showing up, liking, commenting, watching videos. And I know a lot of my videos are random. Some people come for the supplements, some people come for the gym equipment, some people just come for the dad life. And, a lot of other, depending on when you pop in, you may see some pretty random videos. I appreciate you sticking with me and supporting me using the affiliate links in the description. It does help support the channel. If you can tell, I got this new camera on this computer so that when these live streams show up, they're actually visible. I think the video quality is actually pretty good, especially compared to the laptop camera. So for all of you supporting me, however you support me, just with the likes and the comments, however, it is appreciated. It's not taken for granted. And your time isn't taken for granted. And that's why we're going to end today's video. If you have not given this video a like, give the video a like, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment. If you showed up late, thank you for coming by, regardless of not being able to make the live stream. It's not too late to drop a comment. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.